I'm excited to be back with you guys 2 days in a row with gold. So we are really stepping into the glamour of gold here on the live stream. I'm actually going to slow my roll, give y'all a couple of minutes to hop into the live stream. I know sometimes it takes a few seconds to get back on after you've hopped off. So I'll give y'all a couple of seconds to get back on. I know y'all were just tuning in with Danielle, so you might have went to refill your coffee, or maybe you're making breakfast and you put your phone down for a second and you're going to hop back on. I see we have two Wendy, twin.
Yeah, twin to Wendy.
Twin to Wendy. Thank you, Alex, for helping me with that one. Sometimes they're hard to distinguish. But welcome, everybody. I'm going to give y'all a couple more seconds here to hop on 10 a.m. Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Central Time at least. I know we have people who tune in from different time zones. So, hey, by the way, if you're tuning in from a different time zone, let me know where you're at. I would love to know where our viewers are from this morning. It's always nice to see kind of, different faces from different places and to get to realize, like, ooh, who do we have from where? Tuning in with this morning. I've got my coffee, so I feel you. If you have your coffee at home, I might be sipping on that here and there. But welcome in, you guys. It is going to be a fun show. We had a gold show yesterday evening, but we had completely different pieces. So I think this is going to be really fun. These are more substantial gold chains and pieces. So larger, bolder, higher gram weight. So for our big, bold gold lovers out there, you're going to be really, really excited by all of these pieces. So I'm hyped up for it. Hopefully you are too. And it's going to be a fun show. All right. So hopefully, actually, we're going to give you 2 more minutes and then we're going to get into all the shopping stuff. So I just want to make sure everybody is in and ready to shop with us. How is y'all's week so far? It is Friday Eve. So hopefully maybe you're starting to get a jump on your weekend plans. What do y'all got going on? Let us know in the comments if you got exciting weekend plans. I know the holidays are coming up, so it's kind of a mix of some people might have Friendsgivings going on. Other people might have, they might be in like, nope, I'm in work mode or I'm in cleaning mode because I'm going to have my family coming over for the holidays. So I'm starting to get prepared for that, even though we still have all of next week. And then, Thanksgiving isn't until the week after. You still want to start preparing early because it sneaks up on you, right? That week of Thanksgiving, it's like that week will fly by and you'll just be wishing, man, I should have got ahead of the game. So maybe that's a word out there. I know, preparing for family is never easy. We're still kind of in the mix of figuring out if my family will come here or if I'll go there. And I've already been trying to start cleaning to kind of start preparing just in case, because, family loves you. They're also like the biggest critics of like, your mom will easily tell you like, oh, how long has it been since you vacuumed in here? But it's out of love. It's motherly love. All right, you guys. Okay. So welcome to Shop LC and welcome to our Shop LC live stream. Now, you might already be familiar with Shop LC from our television programming. We have a 24/7 home shopping channel. And I say that because we are the only home shopping channel that still airs 24/7. So all their home shopping channels now, actually around 2 a.m., start re-airing content from earlier in the day. So if you're ever up in the middle of the night and you want to see live content, you can actually message the host. I think it's you email us shoplc@live or something like that. It says it on the screen. You can actually tune in 24/7. I'll be actually on there. Not tonight into the next morning, 2 a.m. tomorrow to 6 a.m. So if you can't sleep and you're awake, tune in. Shop LC, we have a channel listing guide on our website, so you can find out what your cable channel is in your area for Shop LC. Or I'm sure you can even search that. TVs are so intelligent now, so you could probably search that and find it somewhere on your cable. But we'd love to have you there. But we're really excited today to have you right here in the live stream. This is a different space for us. So we have been in the home shopping channel business for about 17 years. But we've been in the live streaming business for a little under 3 years now. And it is something that is growing exponentially for us right now. We have an incredible team. Elias is with me today behind the scenes. He makes it all happen, you guys. I show up, I put on the jewelry, I talk about the jewelry, but Elias has the graphics going on behind me. He's got the screens in front of me, so I have all my information. He's doing the math. So it is not a one-man band here. It is a team effort. And we're so appreciative to have such a strong team on our live stream programming. So it's going to be a great show. I know that. And again, I don't know if I introduced myself. Sometimes I get caught up in all the things I'm trying to say. My name is Lauren Masters. Welcome. Good morning. And I want to tell you all about the live stream, how you shop, the pros, the benefits, because there are a lot of benefits of shopping with us. You might be like, oh, Lauren, I'm just passing through. Like, I follow you on Facebook because I love y'all's TV programming. Why would I choose to shop on the live stream when I could shop anywhere else? Well, here's the thing. You get some benefits, okay? So you actually get a 25% off coupon code. That code is live. Oh, thank you, Elias. He's already got it up on the screen before I'm even saying it. That code is live25. So I encourage you right now, take a screenshot if you're on your phone or your tablet, or if you have a little notebook next to you, go ahead and jot that down, live25. All right, hopefully you got that secured away. Now, the live stream coupon code, it's not automatically applied. So that's why I always tell y'all, screenshot it, write it down, because you want to make sure you have that when you go to checkout. It will be good, not for 24 hours, but for 48 hours. Yeah, 48 hours. So you're actually getting 2 days to utilize that coupon code from the end of our show. So you've got 2 days to make your decisions on gold. Now, I would never encourage you to wait, however, because I will say, just through my time here and through the past couple of years, as we've seen gold just on this rise, I realized that when it comes to gold, a lot of people actually discover Shop LC through our gold. So it's like they're online, they're looking for gold. We know that gold is at highs, like it is at record highs this year. I think it's gone back down slightly, but when you look at the trajectory, gold is still higher than it has been it's in the highest that it has ever been. So take that into account. That a lot of customers, look at this gold chart. Thank you, Elias. 2025 between 2020, that is exponential, the growth that we have seen in gold. You're talking about starting around 1400 in 2020. Not starting, but y'all know, in 2020 it was around 1400. Gold's been around forever. And then by 2025, look at what we're looking at. High 3,000. And that number has continued to even increase. So, of course, there's always going to be little dips. You see those little dips between the economy. But you can see overall, gold is something that continues to go up, right? Continues to be on that upward trend. I think it just goes back to like basic math school, right? They show you if you were to draw a line through that, you would see, oh yeah, that's an upward trend. Like if you were to take a ruler and draw the line, I don't remember if that was algebra, geometry, whatever, but I know there was always a map thing, and it's like, okay, you draw the line to show the trend between the numbers. If we've got any math teachers tuning in, let me know what I'm talking about, because I remember it, but I don't really remember it. You know what I mean? I remember doing that, but I don't really remember what exactly it meant. And so gold is definitely something that people come to Shop LC for, and it's also a kind of gateway for people to find Shop LC. A lot of people will go online. They're looking for gold because of that reason behind me, because of those prices. They're on the hunt for gold. They're on the hunt for gold deals. And so while they're looking, they stumble upon our website and they're like, wait, these prices are so good. And as we go through, I'll tell you how we get those incredible prices. We have a very unique presence in the market where we are able to get these prices and bring them to you. So it's very exciting. With that, that's why I say don't wait, because you have people who will never tune in, who have never tuned in, but who will go online, look for gold, find our website, and they might purchase one of these pieces right out from under you. Looking at the quantities, majority of these pieces, the highest quantity of the show, you guys, is 7. Okay? Majority quantity is 2. So if you decide to wait, 2 people could find us online, and that chain, that necklace slips right through your hands. Okay? Now, we talked about coupon code. Okay? Now let's talk about the fact that you're going to get free shipping. You will have free shipping on every single item today. So any item $49.99 or more, you instantly get free shipping on. And thank you, Elias. I know many of you, if this is your first time in the live stream, you might be a little uncomfortable placing your order online. You might just feel like, oh, I don't know. I haven't shopped here before. Is it safe? Call our personal shoppers. Okay, that is the number right there. 888-835-2237. They can help place your order. They can also help if you just have any questions at all. Okay, so if you're confused about the ordering process, if you have questions, they will help you. They're an incredible team, and that number is actually designated. They know about like our live stream protocols. They know about our live stream products, our coupon codes. So check in with them, and they'll help you out. So that is coupon code. We had free shipping. Now, one thing I want to mention, one more thing, is budget pay. So as we get into gold today, I'm going to tell you up front, okay? A lot of these prices they're not high for gold, but they're higher price points just in the grand scheme of things, right? I know for me, if I was looking at something that's $2,000, $3,000, I would definitely have to take a minute. I would have to take a breath and go, okay, can my finances handle this right now? Is this something that I should be purchasing? Well, everyone's finances are different, obviously. Maybe you're not in that place and you're like, ooh, I love it. Done. Sold. I am really glad you're in that place, and I hope I'm in that place one day financially as well. But in the meantime, for those of us who feel a little weary about that number, even for those of you who don't feel weary about that number, and you're just like, I like to keep a little money on hand. You never know with emergencies. We offer something called budget pay. And I really like to hone in on budget pay because it's so unique to anything else that you see out there. Almost any store you go into, before you check out, they'll say, oh, would you like to apply for a such and such credit card today? No, I'm good, thanks. You'll save 20% off. I'm all right. You get that. Well, you might open one. I've definitely opened a store credit card, but you'll end up paying interest, you guys. There's really nothing in life that's like free. So you end up paying interest on that unless you're paying it off in full every month. With our Shop LC budget pay, you are getting no interest. This is not a credit card. It's not a line of credit. So there's no credit check at all. No interest, no credit check. These are simply portioned out payments. We're also not tossing you to a third party. How many times do you go shopping online, you get to the checkout section, it says, oh, would you like to have payments as low as $30 a month? And you're like, oh yeah, I would. And you click on that, and then it takes you to a whole other website.
Rude.
And then you're on that website, you're filling out a bunch of stuff, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to pay like a convenience fee or something. You don't want to do that. Budget pay is so simple, it's all in-house. So we take, let's say item's $100. You could pay $100, or you pay $20 and have 5 budget pays. $20 plus tax today, and then the next 4 months, 20, 20, 20, 20. That easy. You don't pay a penny more. That is just for your convenience. We want to take the anxiety out of shopping. And I know when you purchase a high-priced item, you can have that little feeling of anxiety inside, right? Like, oh man, should I have done that? Was that a smart idea? We want to take that out. We really do. So consider budget pay, whether you feel like you need to use budget pay or not. I just think it's a really smart way to shop for anybody out there. It never hurts to have a little extra money on hand throughout the month. Never hurts to have a little extra money on your credit limit each month, right? You never know what unexpected expenses might come up, and you're going to be really glad when you have that little bit of extra kind of wiggle room in your bank account, all right? Final thing I'm going to talk about, because we've gone over almost everything, is how you shop. So this is social media, and I always say, get social. Social media, get social, chat, use the comment section. Use the comment section. Because not only, I love it when y'all use the comment section to engage, to chit chat, but also use the comment section because that's how you shop. So if you're interested in something, you will comment shop with the item number. Just condense that, shop with the item number, no spaces, send. It'll be right up there at the top of your screen. I'll also mention that in between items to let you know which item we're on before we move on so that you know when to comment. So that covers everything, and it's time to get into gold. Don't worry, I'll be walking y'all through kind of some gold info as we get through, because a lot of this is Italian gold. So there's definitely a lot to talk about also. So y'all ready? Y'all ready to go on a journey through the world of gold?
I'm ready.
It's going to be exciting. So we are actually going back in time with this very first piece. So we are bringing you a Byzantine. Now, the Byzantine is an ancient chain link. It's actually one of the very first links ever created. So if you are looking for something that has kind of a deep-rooted history and heritage, the Byzantine is something that has that. It is one of the most kind of revered chains. People see a Byzantine and they know a Byzantine. Now, there's also, if you've ever seen our Bali Legacy collection, the Tulang Naga, that would be considered a Byzantine, but in Bali, they consider it a Tulang Naga chain. So as you can tell, right, when you have all these ancient cultures, they were all using this same kind of technique in chain making that then led to just different names based on the region, right? So we are using the name the Byzantine, but we do sell the Tulang Naga as well. That's just part of our collection. So it depends on where they're made. But this is one of the most intricate, detailed, and also substantial links you will ever find. It is completely three-dimensional, and you have links within links within links. So it's not just like, and I don't want to say just, because I don't want to downplay our other chains, but a traditional chain, right? You got a link with a link with a link with a link. With a Byzantine, you have an interlocking pattern of these links. Okay, so you'll have either circular or oval links, and they literally interlock around the neckline. So it's not just like connected links, they're interwoven, multiple links interwoven. It's like a intricate puzzle piece, right? Or puzzle. Now, I really love this Byzantine because it's nice and flat towards the neckline. And it does have, actually, let me see. It doesn't. The next one does. I thought it had graduation at first glance, but it is going to be the same millimeter all the way around the neckline, which is really nice. Sometimes we want the graduation. Sometimes you kind of want something that's just going to be fluid around the neckline. And look at that. Another thing to note about the Byzantine, look how fluid that is. Like I can wrap this around my hand, completely fluid, so you know it's going to be comfortable. It's not going to be rigid, right? It's not going to have kinks wrapping around the neckline. And the great thing about the Byzantine is it has a lot of strength, right? When we're talking about so many interwoven links, I mean, I'm just looking at one little portion, and it's like 10 links, right? In one little section, you've got 10 links right there. A traditional chain, you might have 2 in one little section, right? 2 combined links. So that's something that is really, really neat. Now, again, remember, this is one of the most ancient chains. It dates back to 300 BCE. So this is something that has been around forever. And when a style has been around that long and it's still in style, you know that look is not going anywhere. You know that trend, that popularity, it's not going anywhere. People are going to continue to love the Byzantine. Now, this one in particular, it's going to sit at 20 inches on the neckline. I want to point out the closure because it's a fancy spring ring. So it's an elevated spring ring. I'm going to slip this back onto the neckline. Your price point today, we were starting at $4,000. That's what y'all see on your screen, right? $3,999. But guess what? We have a surprise for you. Because when you click on the link, when you go to the website, you'll actually see that this is a clearance item that we have remaining. So your start price today is actually $3,200. We then take the coupon code. Y'all, we're bringing this down under $3,000. $2,400. You have a budget pay option of $480. $480 on budget pay, you guys, to get home a Byzantine. Okay, one of the most renowned chains of all. We've got an amazing review lined up here. Beverly K wrote, fantastic necklace. Constance R, I love this. She said, this is an exceptional necklace, exceptionally well made, exceptional design, excellent, highly recommend. How many times can you use exceptional in a sentence?
She did pretty good. pretty frequently.
Yeah, I'll answer that question. Constance answered it for us. 3. Okay, exceptional necklace, exceptionally well made, exceptional design. Excellent. 3. The verdict is in. 3. And that says a lot. She had a lot to say because she loves her Byzantine so much. And anyone who owns a Byzantine loves their Byzantine pieces. All right, friends, your Byzantine necklace will be shop 1. Okay, shop 1 for the Byzantine. One of the most iconic chains. One of the oldest chains in history. And, oh, did I even tell y'all? It's 16.9 grams, by the way. 16.9 grams of gold. You're looking at 10 karat gold, so it's going to have the durability. That's going to be a very strong necklace because we're combining 10 karat gold and the Byzantine. So you've got a very strong link, and then you have a very durable metal with the 10 karat gold. So you're going to have a very strong necklace if you're looking for something to just wear all the time. This would be an ideal all the time wear Byzantine. You don't need to save this for special occasions. You don't need to baby it. It's 10 karat gold. It's a Byzantine. It's going to be strong. 20 inches on the neckline, 16.9 grams. All right, you guys. Now we are going to get into that oval link. Now, remember I said I don't want to say just because, yes, the Byzantine is the most intricate, but I would never downplay any of our additional chains because the craftsmanship on every single chain is incredible, especially when we're looking at Italian gold. All right. And so far, the Byzantine was Italian. This piece is also Italian. And Italian gold is just, it's a notch above the rest. It really is. The craftsmanship, the quality. Gold making is something, and I learned this more and more when we were in Italy for the Vicenza Oro show. But gold making is something that for many people in Italy, just like with the Balinese and silver, right? When we have our Bali Legacy collection, we realize that the Balinese oftentimes, it's a generational thing, right? Like their father, their grandfather, it's something jewelry making, silver, gold making has run down within their family. It's the same thing with gold in Italy. Is many of these people who work in this industry, it's a father and then a son, or a father and then a daughter and then a granddaughter. They continue on the legacy of gold making. So it's really something special. And if you look at this, the first thing I want to show you is look how big that lobster claw closure is. That is a very impressive lobster claw closure. So if you ever have any issues getting your jewelry on, I will say this might be the necklace for you because that's going to make it so easy. Your lobster claw is 1/2 inch. Okay, 1/2 inch on your lobster claw closure. That's one of the largest closures I've seen. That's going to make life really easy. Now this one, again, is going to be sitting at 20 inches, but I'm going to do a little test here. Yep, okay. So you can actually put that lobster claw, due to the size, you can put that on any link. So you could make this 18, 16, wherever you want to wear this. I'm going to slip it on at 20. And these are nice long oval links. They're pretty large. I'm going to measure an oval link as well for you guys. The oval links are, wait, let me do centimeters on the links, or millimeters. They're 9mm links. Okay, so they're pretty prominent in size on those oval links. They're mirrored, okay, and they're super high polished. So you are going to get a ton of reflection of light coming off of every single one of those mirrored links. Look at that. Wow. So this is one of those pieces that, yes, the Byzantine is very renowned. It's well known. It's an ancient design. To me, this is very fashion forward. So if you were looking for fashion forward gold, you kind of lean into a little bit more of that fashion presence, that fashion element, I think you would love a chain like this. Now, you're still getting incredible gram weight. Okay, you are looking at 13.44 grams of gold. So major gram weight on this one. Again, it's going to be done in the 10 karat yellow gold. Now, traditionally, I will say, when we were talking with the Italians, they do 10 karat gold for us. In Italy, you'll be hard pressed to find 10 karat gold. Their standard is pretty much 18 karat. So that would be a much higher price premium to bring in 18 karat. So whenever you see Italian gold in 10 karat, that means we placed the order and they custom made these items for us. 10 karat gold is more of an American thing. You'll even see like 11 karat in Italy. So 10 karat gold is definitely more of an American thing. And so we place those orders and they actually custom make these items for Shop LC, which is really neat. And again, speaking to kind of the buying power, speaking to our ability as a company to really go in there and we can kind of part the crowds when we go to somewhere like Vicenza Oro because of our buying power. Now with the oval link, these elongated links, they just have a really flexible pattern to them that creates such an elegant look. And I think the elegance comes from the mirrored portion, right? Because that's going to give you such a beautiful reflection of light. But consider this for someone who might like something a little bit more minimalist, right? The Byzantine is definitely for someone who likes the wow factor, the intricacy. This might be for someone who likes a little bit more of a modern and minimalist styling. So that's something I would think about when looking at the oval link. But now I'm going to make it a little tighter because remember I said you can actually attach that lobster claw anywhere. I'm going to get it quite short here actually.
I actually recall my favorite host, Cheryl, mentioned you could even customize it and make it into a Y.
That's a great idea, Elias. Look at that on the neckline. So you can get this nice and short, almost like a choker if you wanted to. You could even go shorter, just depending on the neckline. But there you go. You're so right. You can make this into a Y. That's a great idea. And then you could dip it down into your blouse if you wanted to, or if you had a turtleneck. We're entering into winter. So if you wanted to wear a turtleneck and have this kind of draping downward, you could definitely do that. That would look really pretty. That was a good pointer because that's definitely kind of a sexy look there. If you had a black turtleneck and then you have the Y factor with the oval link, that would look amazing. That would look really nice. Great suggestion on Cheryl's part. All right, friends, over 13 grams. Now your starting price today, we're doing it again. Y'all are seeing 32. Wait, what are y'all seeing? Yeah, y'all are seeing 3,200. We are marking this down to 2560. 2560, and that's not even with our coupon code. After the coupon code, whoa, okay, we're getting really wild because after the coupon code, y'all, we're actually going from the 3,000s to the 2,000s to after the coupon code, 1920 is your price. Under $2,000, $19.20 with a budget pay of $384. $384. Thank you, Elias, for pulling up that comment. Patricia T wrote, I've been waiting 3 years for this necklace, 5 stars. See, I love that. I love when someone has been waiting for a particular style, waiting for a particular look, and they come to Shop LC and they're able to find it, right? They're able to get that look. All right, you guys, this one will be Shop 2. Shop 2 for the oval link. Now, this one only has 2 in quantity. So if you're loving it, comment Shop 2. Don't wait. The Byzantine we had actually only had 1 in quantity, okay? So if you were looking for the Byzantine, there's only 1. So I would not linger around thinking, oh, I'll get it later. No, you want to go ahead and make sure you're getting that now. And that was a $384 budget pay on your oval link. Now getting into another Italian gold. So far everything has been Italian gold. And I think it might all be Italian gold today, which I love. I was already partial to Italian gold because I'm all about design. So I love the design elements that we see in Italian gold. But then going to Italy, I think I fell in love with Italian gold even more because actually meeting our gold manufacturers, even going to the factory and seeing how meticulous everything is, that really gave me just such an appreciation for Italian gold. Now, there you see behind me, there are actually a couple things I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show. One is your purchase fees. Thank you for pulling that up. So with every single item that you purchase here, you are actually a part of donating a meal to a child in need. So you don't have to round up. You don't have to donate $1. You don't have to opt in. No matter what you purchase, it could be a $2,000 item. It could be a $20 item. Regardless of what the item is, you are going to be responsible for a child getting a meal, a child in need getting a meal. It's absolutely amazing, you guys. This helps children stay in school. Oftentimes in India, we've heard many stories when our hosts have traveled there that many of these children, the reason that they're able to go to school because their parents would much rather them start work earlier in life, even as kids start working, but their parents, they're able to go to school because their parents know they'll get a meal at school. So that actually helps keep children in school. So it's really, really special. We do that here in the States as well through a backpack. I think it's Backpack Friends or Backpack Buddies. So it's very neat. I don't know any other company that does something like this where we don't ask you to do anything. It's if you go through a drive-through, right? If you go to a big store, it's almost inevitable that they're going to ask you, do you want to donate for such and such fund? Or do you want to, round up for such and such? We don't ask anything of you other than do what you would already do, which is shop with us, right? You were already going to shop with us. And so now, in addition to shopping with us, you're also giving back. And that's our motto here at Shop LC is delivering joy. So I see it as a cycle, right? Like we deliver joy to you through pricing, through great products, and then you deliver joy to these kids through your purchase, which gives them a meal, which then delivers joy back to us because it just makes our hearts happy as well as it should be for your hearts at home. Alrighty, friends, let's get into it. We do have a Thanksgiving sweepstakes coming up. That is the countdown to Thanksgiving. Countdown to Thanksgiving. And today we are giving away, y'all, a 13-inch MacBook Air valued at $999. You can head to the website and enter to win. Every single day, we have a winner through November 26th. So you enter today, you find out if you win tomorrow. They announce that, I think, at like 4 or 5 p.m. on air. They also post it on the website. So I encourage you every day, go enter. When you get to the sweepstakes page, you can look at the winners and see if you've won yesterday's. But if you're someone who loves giveaways, I know I do. I'm like notorious for being all over Instagram, entering every single giveaway, thinking like, maybe I'll be the one that wins, $6,000 this month. Who knows? You never know. It could be you. I have had some luck on Instagram giveaways. They're just never really like the big, exciting ones. I've won like some little, very minimal things, but still, it's always exciting to win something, right? Okay, now let's get into another necklace. This is going to be very reminiscent of a Byzantine in the styling of this chain. Your Italian chain. This is going to have a major graduation though. So as you'll see, we start with a thinner portion, and as you make your way to the base of the neckline, it gets much thicker in presence. So to me, this is a combination between a Byzantine and a wheat chain. Again, very fluid. You'll notice that, extremely fluid. Get to slip this on. This one is sitting at 20 inches on the neckline as well, and that's going to be at 20 inches. So no adjustability there. Okay, look at that on the neckline. So I want to kind of emphasize to you, if you loved the first Byzantine chain, but maybe you're someone who does prefer graduation, I would go with this one. Now, this is not a traditional Byzantine, but it does very much so resemble the look of a Byzantine. Most people would see this on your neckline, and I don't think they'd really tell the difference or think much of it. They wouldn't go, let me get a closer look. Is that a Byzantine? What is that? No, they would look at it and go, oh, wow, that's a beautiful Byzantine chain, because it has that look and presence to it. All of those interwoven links. It's very fluid. It's got a 3-dimensional element to it as well. Really nice gram weight on this. You're looking at 14.35 grams of gold. Over 14 grams of gold. That is major, you guys, major gram weight. And then we're also looking at the fact that it's 10 karat gold. So that's going to give you the durability that we love. And for a lot of these chains, I always say everyone needs a signature chain, right? It is great if you're able to come back and start building a gold collection, especially with the way we've seen gold moving and kind of the overall idea that gold can basically, in a way, become a tangible asset. But at the same time, I feel like with gold, if you can start, and I say this because I'm thinking of myself too, because I know I wouldn't be able to buy a gold piece every week personally, but I know many of you can. We're all at different life phases and, abilities finance-wise. But if you start with one piece that you love and it becomes your signature gold necklace, you wear it all the time, People see you in it. They just know, oh, Lauren's coming. She's going to have her Byzantine on, right? Brenda's walking by. She's going to have that rope chain on. That's the thing with gold is you get a piece and it just becomes your signature, your all day, everyday wear, something you wear over and over and over again. It becomes a part of you, a part of your look. And it's something that you cherish. You don't get a gold piece, wear it for a couple of years, and then toss it to the side. You get a gold piece and you will literally wear it for 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. I mean, and that's just, there are so many people who tell us that. You can compliment someone's gold necklace and they'll say, oh, thank you, I got it in 1974, right? Like, I mean, that's the thing with gold is people get these gold pieces and they truly wear them for years to come. So take a peek at Beverly. She purchased this necklace, 5-star rating. She said, amazing necklace. Short but sweet, right? Sometimes that's the thing with reviews is we don't need a ton of fluff and a ton of words. Short but sweet. It's amazing. And that's really all you need to know. That's not coming from me. That's coming from Beverly, who spent her hard-earned money to get home this necklace. And she took the time to leave a review. 5 stars. Amazing. So y'all are seeing the price point there of $34.50. Yet again, 3 times in a row, third time's the charm here. 3 times in a row, that is not your starting price. This is a leftover clearance piece. That's the pro, or that's the upside. The downside is we only have 2 in quantity. So your actual start price today is $2,760. Okay, $2,760. And then we're taking it even lower, okay? Because then we're applying the coupon code, an additional 25% off. That brings you to $2,070 with a budget pay of $414. Okay, $414 to get this one home on budget pay. Remember, you guys, we're talking about big gram weights today. This is 14.35 grams. 14.35 grams of gold, and it's not a classic rope. It is a highly designed, specialized style chain, and it's Italian. It's Italian gold, Italian luxury. You will always pay a premium for Italian gold. And we try to bridge that gap the best we can here at Shop LC. I'll note a little moment that I had with Anker, or experience with Anker when we were in Italy, is we're talking to one of the gold vendors, and Anker came in with a price for some chains that he wanted to purchase. And he said, this is what I'll pay. And they looked at him and they're like, oh, no, we could never. He was like, well, I'm getting them for this price. And they were like, well, where are you getting them? There's the Jace K show. Lots of gold. Look at all that gold, you guys. Look at all that gold. That is what you will see at these shows. And you can pick your links, your gold tones, and then place those orders from there. Now, with these, you guys, or with what was I saying? I already forgot.
You had a moment with Encore.
Oh, yes. Okay. So we were talking to the Italian gold vendor. Thank you, John.
Uh-huh.
I got distracted by the video.
I'm curious of the story, so.
So Anker said, this is the price that I'm paying for this chain. And they looked at him and they said, but is it Italian? Because Italians know that their quality is a notch above the rest. And the chains that we were speaking of, they actually were coming out of Turkey. And not putting down Turkey because they make amazing gold as well. But the Italians were onto it. They were like, okay, you're paying that price, but is it Italian gold? And so we had to do a little wiggling there because, yes, you could get the same chain from Turkey, but it's not going to have the prestige of a chain that's made in Italy. And the Italians are very well aware of that. They are not lacking any confidence in their jewelry making. So as much as I say Anker is the best negotiator in the world, Italians know their worth, okay? They know that they have something that a lot of other gold manufacturers don't. And so they bank on that. Hey, you want this craftsmanship? You want this skill level? You want this look? There's going to be a little bit of a premium. So take that into account when you're shopping for gold, that if you're getting gold that's Italian made, there will be a little bit of a premium. but it's going to be worth it every single time. And honestly, right now at this price, the fact that it's clearance with the coupon code, you're not even paying a premium and you're getting Italian gold. So this is the time to do it. Do not forget to use your coupon code SHOP3, coupon code LIVE25. Oh, we've had lots of people joining. I didn't even realize. Miss Pat, we had Q Almaz, Hiral Shirawat, that one, 5286, Lily 92050, Mom Feldman, and Lisa Blue Studio joining us. Good morning, friend. Thank you for tuning in with us this morning on the live stream. We so appreciate y'all being here. It's always nice to see familiar faces. So good morning, good morning. Hope y'all are getting your first sips of coffee in, kicking off the day. Starting the day with a bang, or maybe it is 10:42 now, Texas time, so you might have been up for a little while. I don't know why I'm thinking it's so early in the morning. All right, you guys, continuing on. Now we are going to get into a different style of a Byzantine necklace. So this is a rolling Byzantine. So you notice with the other ones, like look at this one. It's more flat, right? I'll kind of show you from the side. It's flat. The rolling Byzantine is almost like the cylinder kind of essence of a rope, but then you have the Byzantine links. So you have the interconnected links, all of those interconnected links, but then in like the form of a rope, like the cylinder-like form of a rope, if that makes sense. Like it's that combination between the two. This also includes diamond cutting and polishing. So you're getting two completely different textures on this Byzantine, which is going to give you added contrast, added character, added charm, right? Within those links, with every single, like let's say like this little section. I'm going to do like a section. So within each section, you have two diamond cut links and one polished link. So the way it's set up on this Byzantine, I'm going to try to show you. You've got your polished link, which is an oval here. And then you've got, and this is very interesting to draw, you guys. I'm not an artist here. You've got my version of diamond cutting is just a squiggly line. This is kind of the way this is set up. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think actually like it's fairly decent. Okay, kind of, sort of. You've got your polished link.
I love your horseshoes.
It pretty much is. You've got the polished link, and then you've got the diamond cut links. Thank you for blowing that up, Elias. I thought I needed to draw this out and really didn't. It's right there behind me. But you've got the diamond cut links on the edges, the polished link in between, and then that's one link, you guys. 3 links together. That's like one portion that then continues all the way around the neckline. So I love it anytime we mix high polish with diamond cutting, high polish with texturing. I'm someone who loves contrast. I love added personality in jewelry. And I feel like when you mix things like that, you get so much personality and character. Something else to note, this is the first one that is actually adjustable. So you can go from 18 to 20. You've got a lobster claw closure. And this one has the little brag tag, okay? So I had never heard that phrase. And I was on a Saturday with Cheryl, and she was saying how when something's Italian made, it will have the little dangling portion of gold, and that's actually stamped Italy. So that's your little brag tag to be like, yes, yeah, my gold's made in Italy. Now, on the others, don't worry. They're still going to be stamped Italy. Some of them, just depending on the style, will have that little dangling portion. It might be a little circle. It might be a little heart that is then stamped with the word Italy, which is really neat. Okay, so I'm going to slip this onto the neckline. Now remember, the Byzantine is an ancient style, but this is a more modern take on the Byzantine one because it's the rolling Byzantine style, right? We talked about that, kind of turning it into more of a cylinder-like chain, but also because of the texturing. Classic Byzantine is going to be polished all the way around. With this Byzantine, you're getting that combination. Again, 10 karat yellow gold, so you're getting the durability, really double durability, right? Byzantine, super strong. 10 karat gold, super strong. You're going to have pretty much an indestructible piece on the neckline. You're getting 10.21 grams of gold. 10.21 grams. So we really don't have any like low gram weights today. We have a couple of petite pieces, but everything is going to be pretty substantial when it comes to that gram weight. Pricing right here, right now. Again, you guys, I swear, we're just getting like leftover clearance. And I should have known when I looked at the quantities, because the upside is you're not paying $2,450. That's not even your start price. Your start price is $1,960. Downside, we only have 2. Okay, we only have 2 remaining in this necklace. When we get to the end of our show, we'll start getting slightly higher quantities, but we only have 2 in this one. The price you're actually going to get to after the coupon code is $1,470. $1,470. So we're taking you about $1,000 off. You're starting at $2,450. You're coming down to $1,470. So you're getting about $1,000 off today shopping on the live stream. Whew. That's one of those moments when you're like, okay, yes, I'm in the right place at the right time. I've got to take advantage of this. You're then going to get your budget pay price that is $294. $294 on your budget pay. Now remember, friends, we only have 2 of these remaining. So again, if you love any of these chains, the first chain we had 1, the past 3 chains we have had 2. If you love any of these, comment shop 1, shop 2, shop 3, shop 4. Get the link, complete your order, use the coupon code. We do not want you to miss this deal. And with quantities this low, any one of these chains could be sold out by the end of the day. So yes, the coupon code is good for 48 hours, but is the item going to be available in 48 hours? That's something you have to ask yourself, is will this piece be here in 48 hours? Yes. Lisa Blue Studio, that chain is the bomb diggity bomb. It absolutely is. I love that it's a combination of 2, right? I love that it's a combination between kind of the look of a rope with that cylinder styling and then the Byzantine. So it's not a classic look. It's kind of like putting a little pizzazz, a little zhuzhing up of a traditional chain. Now you'll see some footage behind me, and that is actually from our Gym Fest. So we have got word, and many of you might have seen, our next Gym Fest will be on December 19th. We'll be having a very special holiday Gym Fest right here just about a week before Christmas. Everyone can come, celebrate. There's Miss Kim. I know we all miss Kim. There will be workshops. There will be a fashion show. There will be opportunities to purchase jewelry. They will have jewelry cleaning, jewelry repair, all available on site. They'll also have snacks, treats, and you'll get to do fun things, right? So if you're a fan, you can tour the studio. That's a studio tour right there, actually. Casey giving a studio tour. Casey's become like the official Shop LC tour man. You can see they're actually kind of right there. That's right outside of our live stream studio. That is our live stream studio right there. And then on set. So you're going to get a full, complete studio tour. You then also have the opportunity to meet some of your hosts. So you might get to meet some of your favorite hosts. Unfortunately, I won't be there. So sorry, your favorite host will not be present that day. Just kidding. I really won't be there. But you'll get to meet plenty of hosts. I know everyone loves Hunter, okay? Let's be real here. But unfortunately, I will not be able to be present on December 19th. But that will be taking place December 19th. Make sure you check that out if you're in the Texas area, or maybe you want to do a little holiday travel and take a chance here in Austin, Texas. Hey, honestly, if you want to come around Gym Fest time, it's a really great time too. If you're going to come to Texas, you could do a little fly into Austin. You could do a day trip to Waco, because the Magnolia area is all decked out for Christmas as well. So if you wanted to make a little day trip of it, come to Austin, do Gym Fest, the next day drive down to Magnolia. It is so beautiful at Christmas time. Or drive down to Waco to check out Magnolia. All right, now we're going to get into the bracelet that I've been wearing since the beginning of the show. This is one of those ones that, Elise was like, I think you should wear that Byzantine. I'm like, yeah. It's one of the only bracelets we have at the show. We have 2 to be exact, but one of the only bracelets. And again, this is actually going to perfectly match the, so it's going to perfectly match the Byzantine that we did as option number 1. But then we actually have a bundle and save with this bracelet with option number 3. So if you were interested in combining those 2, you absolutely could with the bundle and save. This is going to be a 7.5-inch bracelet. So you'll notice for me, thank you, Elias. So we have a bundle and save option with this one. Remember that? So this was option number 3. These actually have a bundle and save. So you see at the widest portion on that one, it has the graduation. At the widest portion, that's going to be as thick as the bracelet. So I'll slip this back onto the neckline. Now the bracelet does have a large lobster claw closure. And of course, you guys, with your bracelets, if you ever want to put on, like a little magnetic, if you have a hard time, you could always do that too. So 11 grams of gold, you guys. 11 grams of gold in a bracelet. That is amazing. We are getting into such incredible gram weights today that I'm kind of blown away. 11 grams of gold in a bracelet, which I love. Love to see that gram weight. But again, it's because it's a Byzantine. So these are not simple links. These are interlocking, interwoven links that create the Byzantine. Here's your lobster claw closure. And I want to point this out to you guys. The size on this is 7.5 inches. So that's a really great, when we have one size, I'm always excited to see, okay, it's a 7.5. Because traditionally, if we do 3 sizes, we'll have 6.5, 7.25, and an 8. 7.5 is that really great mid-range, right? So I always wear a 6.5. I can wear this no problem. If I wear it on the wrist, it's got a little bit of drape. I am not worried about this falling off my wrist at all. Like, I could shake my wrist all day. I'm not worried about it falling off. Now, with that being said, we're entering into the winter months. So maybe you are wearing a long sleeve. Maybe you have on a long sleeve turtleneck or a sweater and it goes all the way down. With that little extra space that you might have, you could actually wear this on top of your sleeve. And that creates a really pretty look as well, right? Imagine having a black turtleneck and then you just have this gold right there on the sleeve. Creates a really beautiful presence on the wrist. Very elevated, very high end. I love this one. And I do think if you already own option number 1, that traditional gold Byzantine, this would be a really beautiful match for that one as well. And sometimes we are able to see the bundle and save stack the discount. Sometimes not, but sometimes we can. So I always say, give it a whirl, go and see if you're looking to stack the bundle and save with our Live 25. Doesn't always work, but sometimes there's loopholes. We discovered that a while ago that sometimes we'll notice, oh wait, we just kind of like wiggled our way through and somehow that worked. So it never hurts to try, right? It's what do they say? Ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Just give it a try. The worst thing someone can say is no. So always try. And then again, the worst thing they can say is no, or the worst thing that happens is it doesn't work out. So your Byzantine, we're doing it again. We're on a 5-item streak. Y'all are seeing the price point of $2,670. We are actually starting out at $2,136. We're going to apply the coupon code, which brings you under $2,000, 1602. 1602. We went from over $2,600. Again, we're bringing about $1,000 off today, you guys. Between this being leftover from clearance, adding our coupon code, you're actually getting this for $1,000 less than the number that you're seeing on your screen right now. $320 on your budget pay for a Byzantine. And y'all, a Byzantine is a distinct style. So it's not as if this style might be for everyone. Actually, there was a time where my grandmother purchased me a Byzantine bracelet from another home shopping network. And this was years ago, right? So I was a bit younger and I was like, yeah, I think she didn't like give it to me. She was just showing it to me. We were at dinner and she's showing it to me without saying like, oh, I got this for you. And I was like, oh yeah, that's really pretty for you. I love that. I love that on you. And then she then tried to give it to me. And I was like, I think I like it better on you. And that's just because everyone has personal preferences in jewelry, right? So someone, that oval link is going to call their name. Someone, the Byzantine link is going to call their name. So just because it's the oldest look, don't feel like you have to get it. In today's show, we have such a great variety. Get what you love. Get what speaks to your personal style, right? You never want to get something home and you're like, well, they said it's like the oldest link. I should probably want that. Want what you want. But I mean, if you're a collector, if you've been waiting for a Byzantine, wow. Let me look at the diameter of that real quick. Let's do millimeters. I'm getting better at measuring millimeters, y'all. This is going to be, okay, so 1 centimeter, so 10 millimeters in thickness. Can y'all believe that? 10 millimeters? That is going to have such a presence on your wrist. Oh my goodness. Wow.
She's a beauty.
Look at that. Oh my word. Wow. That's one of the most substantial bracelets we have here at Shop LC. Now, Elias, is that the budget pay if they do bundle and save?
Yes. Right.
Okay. So if y'all do bundle and save, which would be option number 3, necklace with option number 5, bracelet. If you do the bundle and save, you'll be paying a budget pay of $660. And that will get you both, which actually, this was a $320. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So if you were to get these separately, you would be paying a budget pay of $734 if you were to purchase these separately. If you get them together, your budget pay is $660. So you're saving $74 by doing the bundle and save on a budget pay. So I would definitely take advantage of that opportunity. Save yourself $74. That would save you about $300 when you calculate that out throughout. All right. Okay, friends, this one will be shop 5. Shop 5 for the first bracelet of our show. 2 remaining. 2 remaining in the Byzantine bracelet. Final 2. And I mean, that's just what we tend to see in gold, is a lot of our gold quantities get really, really low. So take advantage of that. My mama is in the house. Good morning. She says, good morning. Hi, Lauren and Elias. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, I love this one. Love this one. I'm going to slip these earrings on. We're not doing these quite yet, but I want to kind of showcase these to you as we go through the show because we don't have any other earrings coming up. So I'm going to spend some time in these. How is everyone doing out there? Let me know if you have any questions so far with the chains and bracelet that we have done. We are lucky to have kicked off the show with not 1, but 3 Byzantine pieces. We're about to start getting into some, if I can get my words out, some slightly daintier gold. Slightly is the key word because, yeah, it's still not going to be like tiny pieces. These are still going to be substantial without a doubt. And then these earrings will be coming up within the second hour of our show. But I wanted to go ahead and put them on because they're so cute. I've actually had the opportunity to bring these to you. I don't know if they were on here or on air, but I just love these. They're like a floral embossing. They're so precious. So those will be coming up momentarily. And we are entering into the second hour of our show. Thank you, Elias, for putting that up. Please, friends, don't forget to enter to win on our sweepstakes. This is our countdown to Thanksgiving. Who's counting down to Thanksgiving? I don't even know how many days, honestly. I don't know what day we're on, the 13th. So we've got like 13 more days until Thanksgiving. It's going to come quick, y'all. But every single day you have the opportunity to win on shoplc.com. Right now, today, we're giving away a 13-inch MacBook Air. Ooh, in sky blue. I didn't even know MacBook Airs were coming in different colors.
Turquoise blue.
Shows how up to date I am on Mac because I had no idea. I have a Mac. It's very old, though. Sky blue. Very fancy. It's a $900 laptop. So make sure you'll go enter to win. And check out the web while you're there. Check out our live streams while you're on the web. You can watch Danielle's live stream from this morning. If you want more gold, you can go check out my live stream from last night. And we had additional gold. So lots to see on the website. All right, you guys. What else as we get into the second hour? Anyone just joining us, which I do feel like we have a lot of people popping on right now. We have Darlene. I love your image, Darlene. I love you that you have your little kitty cat there as your image. That's so sweet. Are you a cat mama? We have Isaac. Of course. Good morning, Isaac. You said it. You were like, yeah, I don't wake up at 10, but I'll tune in at 11. And you were spot on. It is literally 11 a.m. and here comes Isaac, okay? Thank you. If anything, you can count on him to be there at the time he said he would be. I know, Isaac, you know what? It's funny, you guys, because Isaac has been tuning in with us since I started here on the live streams. And Isaac, every time we have a sweepstakes, he has been waiting to win a laptop, a tablet, something of that sort. Isaac, I'm crossing my fingers for you. Maybe this is your
Right?
chance.
He tries on TikTok too. He tries. We haven't gotten one yet, but we will.
One of these days, Isaac, you're gonna win. Believe me. And maybe it's just
we're all rooting for you.
We really are. We really are. You're probably our most loyal customer on the live stream. You're here every day. Well, I don't know. You're here oftentimes, but hopefully one of these days, it's just you're gonna win the right thing. That's the thing. Okay. So that is happening. Also, if you're just tuning in, super easy to shop with us. Use the comment feature. Yes, comment to shop. It's social media, so get social. The necklace we're about to get to will be shop 6. You would literally, if you love it, comment in shop 6, okay? And then enter that. Don't worry, we don't instantly charge you. I forgot to say that up front. We actually send you a link to the product. You then take that to the website, and from the website, you will check out there. Do not forget to put in your coupon code LIVE25 so that you get your additional 25% off, okay? LIVE25, you'll get an additional 25% off. So make sure you're utilizing all of those tools at your disposal. You're going to get complimentary shipping for checking out on the web. You are going to get your 25% off, and you have the option of budget pay, which I really, really love, because with budget pay, you don't have to break the bank, at least not all at once. You get to portion that out, soften the blow, right? I know for some of you, you're like, it's not a big deal for me. For some of us, it is a big deal. You want luxury gold, but you have to make it fit into your lifestyle. And so I think that's the beauty of budget pay. All right. Emily joining us. Isaac said, I love sky blue. You know what? I'm going to need to see this sky blue MacBook because I didn't even know this existed until like 60 seconds ago. So I'm going to have to check that out online. I had no idea. Y'all, I'm old with tech. Like my phone is old. I don't even know. It's like cracked and it's decades, not decades, but it's like generations behind. I just don't get into the newest tech. All right.
This is actually one of my picks of the show.
Ooh, okay. Well, this is our Grand Luce Oro chain. So, of course, you can tell by the name, right? The Luce Oro. This is Italian gold. And I love this one. I'm right there with you, Alice, because this is a hammered texture. So it's very similar to an oval link, which we saw earlier on in our show. But this one is going to have a hammered texture on every single link. So that means with each link, again, you're getting a lot of character. You're getting a lot of charm. You're getting added detail. Now, this one will be done in 10 karat gold. So again, great for everyday wear. It's going to have the durability that you want. 10 karat gold strength, right? I mentioned this earlier, but for anybody tuning in who, I like doing this on social media. I don't get the opportunity to kind of walk people through gold on the TV platform because we have a lot of pretty much like veteran customers that have shopped with us for years and years. But if you look at a pie, and you could do this with a pizza, you could do this with anything. I'm saying pie because Thanksgiving is around the corner. I actually made a chicken pot pie last night. Wasn't my best, but it was very good. If you look at a piece of pie and you turn this into, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Harder than I thought, honestly, you guys. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have a pie that we've cut into 24 slices. Now, if you cut your pie into 24 slices at Thanksgiving, people might be mad at you because they'll be like, that is not enough pie that you're putting on my plate, okay? But imagine a pie with 24 slices. This is how you look at gold. So 10 karat gold, you're going to have 10 of these slices.
We need a dry erase board, please.
10 of these slices are going to be gold. And then the other additional 14 slices are going to be, this will work, at least I made it work. My pie description. The other 14 slices will be made up of metal alloys. So as you get through the pie, right, if we were looking at 24 karat gold, every slice of the pie would be gold. If you were looking at 18 karat gold, 18 slices would be gold. 6 slices would be metal alloy. So that puts it in perspective of when you have more gold and less metal alloy, you have more malleability. So that's going to be something that you want to be very mindful of when you're wearing. When you have slightly less gold purity and more metal alloy, you're going to have a lot of strength and durability that comes from the metal alloy, okay? So when we get to 10 karat gold, like we have today, that's why I get really excited, because I am all about wearable gold, and actually everything we have today is 10 karat. So I'm really glad I did that pie description with the 10, because now you can see perspective wise, this is how much gold you have, this is how much metal alloy. It's not a bad thing. It's adding strength. So think about the way you wear your jewelry. If you are someone who likes to wear your jewelry, maybe you don't even like to take your chains off. You're like, I hop in the shower, then I go to bed, and I might wear my chain for an entire week. Okay, 10 karat gold is perfect for you. Maybe you have kids, you have a dog, you're out and about, you're very active. 10 karat gold is perfect for you. So having more metal alloys is not a bad thing. It's just a different thing. So think about that. I never want you to think, oh, 10 karat gold, that's no good. No, it's good. It's just different. All right. So with this one, it's going to be extremely durable. Again, you have the hammering. So you can see every single link. It would traditionally, if you just looked at this, we could have just done it. They could have just done an oval link. But they didn't, because it's Italian, and Italians don't just do anything, right? They do it, and then they take it to another level. It's just the Italian way, right? It's like, I don't know. Everything's just better in Italy. So they take it to another level here with the hammering that you see in every single link. Again, you have the brag tag, okay? Which I just like the brag tag because I think it's just like cute and dainty. Let's do a little test here and see if this is one of the options that you could actually tighten if you wanted to. It's going to sit at 20 inches on the neckline. Yes. Okay, so you can actually tighten that. There we go. Thank you, Elias. So you could wear this as a Y-link if you wanted to, like we did with the other Rolo. You could also bring it up to an 18 or a 16, depending on what outfit you're wearing that day. So I love the versatility that we get when you're actually able to switch up where your link sits.
I like the name of it, Golden Light.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
That's what it translates.
Golden light. It is like golden light. Well, look at even like right now, the light reflecting because of kind of the mirrored like presence on those links, since they're a bit larger, you're getting really pretty reflection of light in every single one of those. So pretty. Oh, I love this one, you guys. So typically these are done in 10 or 14 because of the durability and because of the fact that they're larger links. It makes more sense, right, to do these in a 10 or 14 karat gold. So you're getting this in prime time. Now your gram weight is going to be 8.43 grams. Yeah, remember, and I was like, yeah, we're getting into a little bit more dainty gold, but like not really dainty gold. We're still going to be getting great gram weights. I do love that name, Luce Oro. Very Italian, right? Makes sense. 10 karat gold. It is 5.7 millimeters. So 5.7, that's a great little median size. You don't want something too big. Oftentimes we'll get into like an 8 millimeter rope, which is very big, very prominent. 5.7 is right there in the middle, where it's a standalone chain without a doubt. You're not going to want to mess with this. You don't need a pendant on it. It's standalone, but it's not too in your face. It's not too big. It's not too bulky. All right, you guys, 20 inches, 8.43 grams, 5.7 millimeters. Now, I guess this is just the trend for the show. I don't know if I missed the memo, like clearance closeout maybe. But again, you are not paying the price that you're seeing on your screen right now, okay? So you see the shop 6, and then you see $2,029. We have already lowered the price to $1,725.50. So this is a leftover from clearance. We are then bringing that lower, okay, to $1,294. $1,294 with a budget pay of $285. $285 on your budget pay. Wow. That's an incredible deal, you guys. $1,294 for an Italian link like this. I mean, so custom, so fashion forward, so designer. Look at the way the light reflects off of that. Oh, y'all, it's 11:11. It's been forever. Okay, take a pause, make a wish, say a prayer, take 3 deep breaths, meditate, whatever you need to do. Can't miss 11:11, you guys. I haven't been on a 10 a.m. show in forever. It's kind of a little ritual we've done here for the past 2 years. So take your 60 seconds and say a prayer, make a wish, take 3 deep breaths, recalibrate for the day, set an intention for the day. One intention for the day. Could be anything. Be positive, say hi to someone, smile, anything. Isaac, right on the money. He's like, 11:11. All right, you guys. I hope everybody did it.
I did it.
You did it, John?
Yeah, I did
Okay,
it.
I think Isaac did it. I took a couple deep breaths. I did a little mental talk in my head. All right, you guys. Price point. Oh, yeah, we already went in our price point. Didn't we, Elias?
Yeah.
Okay, we already did the price point for this one. So this one will be shop 6. I'm so excited. I got to do a first 11:11 with y'all in a long time. Don't you worry, I do my 11:11s by myself, but it's more fun doing them with you guys. There's power in numbers, right? All doing that together. Okay, that will be your Luce Auto. And we're going to continue on. Shop 6 for your Luce Auto. And let's continue on with some gorgeous chains. Isaac, I don't know who Francesca is.
That's the sound of that name.
I know, it's a very pretty name.
Sounds Italian.
Francesca.
Well, what's he asking?
Get Francesca's phone number. I'm really curious. Who's Francesca? Is this someone we should know of? Okay.
You met somebody.
Oh, maybe that was his wish.
Exactly. That was his price.
That was your wish. Isaac, you're not supposed to tell us. It doesn't come true if you don't tell us.
He makes his own rules.
Is Francesca the girl from the gym? Let us know, Isaac. Miss Pat, I did it. Yes. Okay, good. Ginger K is joining us. All right, you guys. I love this one. This chain that we're about to do is very different than anything else that we have in the lineup because it's not a standard chain. So this is going to be completely different than anything else that you see. Now, it is 9.4 grams, so you're getting some really nice gram weight. But you're going to have some different looks. You actually have multiple different links on this chain in its entirety. So very reminiscent to what we just had. The first portion right here is going to be a hammered oval link. Okay. Then you have this large loop. And then you've got a double row of a classic, I'm blanking. A classic loop chain. And then you've got the lobster claw closure. And that is adjustable from, I want to say 18 to 20. Yep, 18 to 20, 10 karat gold. So the way this is going to sit on the neckline is that loop is actually going to be on this side. So your hammered texture is going to wrap around and that's going to sit on the side. And then the other half is going to be a double row. So that's what I was saying. This isn't like anything else that we have in the show. Because if you're looking at all of the other items in our show, it's going to be a one chain. This is giving you the appearance and the illusion of wearing 2 chains, but then you have that third texture. So it's kind of abstract, right?
Not to be confused with the wrapper. 2 chains.
Well, we got a lot of chains in this room. This one is going to be, I'm trying to think of the word, asymmetrical. That's the word. I was calling it abstract, which it is abstract, but it's also asymmetrical. So that little hoop or loop, that's not meant to be in the center of the neckline. That's meant to be over to the side. So it kind of has this like cascading effect, right? So you have that drop from that loop. So you go from 1 to 2 chains. And this is just such a different look. This is one of those pieces that I would say, if you're looking for your first gold piece, I would go with, the oval chain. I would go with the Byzantine. I would go with one of the options we're about to come, one of the diamond cut ropes we're about to have. This, however, for my gold collectors, for those who want fashion forward gold, they like a variety of unique, interesting gold pieces. This is the way to go. This is unique. It's different. Just, I mean, to own gold like this is very special. Because a lot of people really, like I'm saying, if you're buying your first piece of gold, you're probably going to go with a very traditional look. A rope, a Byzantine, a curb, a Cuban. You're going to go with a classic look. If you are someone who collects gold, you already have all the classics. You're like, Lauren, don't you worry about me, okay? I've checked all my gold boxes. I'm not worried about that. I want stylish Italian glamour. This is the chain you need to get, okay? So calling all my collectors, all my glamour girls who want Italian glamour and Italian luxury, this is the chain for you. It is so different. It truly looks like something you would walk into a Italian boutique. If y'all have ever been to Florence and you walk over they call it like the Golden Bridge. I forgot what it's called actually. But you walk over this bridge and it's like the Golden Bridge because you walk through the center, but the sides are lined with little storefronts. And the storefronts, each one of those are all gold stores. Every single one of them, they're gold storefronts. And these are the types of pieces you would see. They look very custom. They look very like design heavy, fashion forward, design forward. And I remember this wasn't on this last trip, but the year before I had gone to Italy for a wedding and we went to Florence and we walked through those shops and I was thinking, let me just peek at Italian gold because like are gold prices really the best? I was looking at prices and I was like, yep, we sell Italian gold cheaper than they do in Italy. That's right. You would see pieces like this for so much more, thousands of dollars more than what we're selling this for today. So your price point today is going to be $2,260, but you're not staying there. We will apply the coupon code. After the coupon code, you're looking at $1,695. So we're bringing you under $2,000, which is always a sweet spot for gold with, 9.4 grams. 9.4 grams. You're getting almost 10 grams of gold for under $2,000. Budget pay pricing is $338.99, so $339 essentially on your budget pay. And I've got to mention, you guys, that I get a lot of write-ins about, well, but 9 grams of gold is actually worth this. And I said this yesterday, but I think it's really important, especially right now with gold prices being kind of erratic and all over the place, is when you're looking at that would be like someone handing you just a ball of gold, right? So if I handed you 9.4 grams of gold, just like, here you go, would be whatever price you're seeing online. You have to think here, there's labor and design fees because they're actually making it into jewelry. There's also gold loss that has to be covered. And then you have the added, things of tariffs and that nature. So there was definitely a lot of conversation between Anchor and our Italian gold vendors saying, okay, we can do the chain for this much, but then this much on labor. And then Anchor would say, no, I can't do that on labor. How about this much on labor? And then they come back. And so it's almost like the best way I can describe it is when you go to have your car repaired, right? Like, okay, you need a new radiator. You can't, unfortunately, just buy the new radiator. You have to also pay for the labor for the mechanic to take the old one out and put the new one in and the time that it takes. And so in addition to paying for the gold, we also have to pay for the labor for these pieces to be made. So when we're selling you 9.4 grams of gold, you can go online and look up what is 9.4 grams of gold worth. There's going to be a little discrepancy because you're paying for jewelry that's already constructed. So instead of getting gold that's just going to sit there and you can't do anything with it, you can actually wear your investment. So consider it that way. Think about it in that mindset when you get into kind of the nitty gritty of like, wait, but I thought 9.4 grams should be worth this much. Yeah, if it was just like a chunk of gold. This is very different. This is designed and made in Italy. There are additional costs that go into it You get to enjoy and wear your gold versus keeping it in a safe. I love what Aussie Steve says. Wear your wealth, right? I mean, if you're going to invest your money, why not invest your money in something you actually get to enjoy every single day? Jewelry is a great way to do that, right? Okay, budget pay on that was $339. Remember, we only have 2 remaining on this one. 2 remaining. Tony's in the house. Good morning, Tony. Tony, what is it like in Chicago? What's the weather like? Are y'all already getting cold? I have a friend, and I think she said it was already pretty cold. She has been spending her fall actually traveling in LA. She's like, I already want out of the cold, and it's already like early in the year, so don't know how she's going to survive the rest of winter. Isaac said, pay for the donuts and coffee they give you at the car dealership. Pay for the free donuts and coffee they give you at the car dealership. Oh, you're saying that. What? I don't know what you're saying, Isaac. That pays for the free donuts and coffee? Yeah, I would probably need to eat 300 donuts and have 500 coffees to even out with the amount that I spend on my car when I take it to the dealership. And that would not be good, you guys, if I ate 300 donuts. Okay, next up.
It would go viral.
Yeah, the girl who's sitting in the car dealership eating donut after donut after donut. You'll be like, "Wow, has she had a mental breakdown? What's going on over here?"
Wearing gold.
Italian gold, of course. Okay, you guys, this is the rope chain I was just talking about. So this is the chain that I would recommend for our first-time customers, okay, or our first-time gold buyers who are looking for their iconic piece, their staple piece, their signature piece. I always say go with a rope, but I've been notorious of saying all rope chains are not created equally. And that, my friends, is the truth. All rope chains are not created equally. When we look at rope chains, checking on my pacing, you guys. When we look at rope chains, you will have very basic rope chains, not saying they're not, great. A lot of gentlemen like a very basic rope. But for some of us ladies, we want some laser cutting in there, right, to give us a major sparkle factor. This one actually is the spirale rope chain. So it has this kind of spiral-like look to it that has a really nice presence. It has an elevated presence, and it has the elevated sparkle factor. Look at that. Have y'all ever seen a rope chain that twinkles the way this rope chain twinkles? It is like nothing I have seen before. I am absolutely in love. And this is known for that intricate, kind of twisted, a spiral-like experience. It's a variation of the traditional rope, but it has some distinctions that give it that spiral look, that sparkle factor. Okay. Now, again, like a rope chain, very tightly woven, so it's going to be a very durable chain. This one is done in 10 karat gold, and it does have a lobster claw closure with adjustability. Okay, so you're going to be able to adjust this from 18 down to 20. So if I have anyone out there, ladies, gentlemen alike, gentlemen, if you want that reflection of light in your gold, great piece. But ladies, if we want that sparkle factor, here you go. Okay. Isaac, you can give me a big ball of gold and I'll design it myself. Isaac, you going into jewelry design? Hey, submit some ideas to Shop LC.
Oh, I thought I missed that.
I missed hers. Maybe it hasn't come up yet. Okay, you guys. So look at that on the neckline. Thank you. She loves to call me out. It's just plain and simple. Thanks. Waking me up at least. So 4.9 grams. So yes, this is the lowest gram weight we've had of the show. But it doesn't look like it, right? It still looks substantial because of the sparkle factor and the reflection of light. So you're looking at a 3.5 millimeter chain, but when you have reflection of light, it adds to the look of the size of the chain. So when you're looking at something, yes, it's 3.5 millimeters, but it almost looks like 4 millimeters because there's this really gorgeous reflection of light coming off of that. So that radiance adds to and enhances the chain. So 18, but it was actually Yeah, okay, we have 18 inches in the description. Oh, or I have 18 inches, but it is adjustable from 18 to 20 inches. So that's a really nice bonus too, because depending on what you're wearing, you can alter that to perfectly fit the neckline. I know sometimes we like to wear our chains within our blouse. Sometimes we want to wear it on the outside of our blouse. Ooh, thank you, Elias. Y'all, this was a 5-star rating across the board. Dawn T wrote, very pretty necklace. Sparkles a lot. I really like it. Mary Jane H wrote, love this necklace, sparkles a lot. Okay, we are all on the same page. This is a sparkle power chain. If you love sparkle, if you want a rope that is not going to look classic, it's going to have so much sparkle, so much radiance, so much glamour. It's glam factor, really. That's a huge thing when you look at a chain like this, is it's the glam factor, okay? If you want the glam factor, this is the rope chain for you. And we've done it again. So you're seeing the price point, $1,179. We're going to take about $80 off. Your start price is $1,003. Whew. Get excited, y'all. Just brace yourselves, okay? Take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm. We're both braced.
We're going under $1,000 on this chain. Under $1,000 after our coupon code. $752.
I'm liking the budget pay.
That's like your budget pay is $150. $150 on budget pay for gold. Almost 5 grams of gold. You can get it home for $150. That is insane. That is a JCK find. So JCK, Vicenza Oro, that's the Italian gold show. JCK happens in July in Vegas, and that is a huge gold show as well. Actually, a lot of the gold vendors, they'll come in, they'll do the JCK show because not all American shoppers go to Italy. Now again, Shop LC, we're in a category all in our own, right? We have some major spending power. So we go to these different shows. We go to the Italian show. We go to the Vegas show. We go to all different shows. Take a peek. Again, here's the JCK show. Look at all of the gold. And you have vendors coming in, buying in quantity. Now, we will look at things, but then believe me, we'll be going back to the back room to negotiate because the amount that we're purchasing is so huge that you got to sit down and have a conversation in regards to a purchase that huge. Y'all, this is a JCK find. This is a crazy deal. This might be the deal of the show, in my opinion. I love the bang you're getting for your buck. But again, this isn't necessarily for a first-time gold buyer, or this would be for a first-time gold buyer. This wouldn't necessarily be for a collector unless you have a more traditional rope and you want something with more pizzazz. All right, we're about to get into our next bracelet in the lineup, our second bracelet of the show. Mr. Tony, Tony said, hey, Lauren and everyone, good morning, almost afternoon from Chicago, where it is sunny and 55 degrees, heading into the 60s this weekend. Ooh, okay, that's pretty nice. That's kind of like some fall weather. You aren't yet in the freezing winter temps, but in some nice fall weather. Hello, Isaac. Okay, are you doing TikTok? No, I'm not doing TikTok today. Miss Terry, I need more glam. We all could use a little more glam in our lives, right? You can never have too much glam, actually. Oh, Tony, 60s this weekend before turning back cooler next week. Okay, so next week it is going to get cooler in Chicago. Tony also said that spiral chain brings magical glam sparkle. It really does. It is kind of magical. Mm-hmm. You're right. It's like fairy dust with that sparkle power. It's like a little sprinkling of fairy dust right there. Magical glam power. I like that. Okay, so let's get into bracelet number 2. Bracelet number 2. This is going to be a bangle. So the first one that we had was a link bracelet. It was the Byzantine link, but this is actually going to be a diamond cut bangle. So it's on a bit of a hinge. So you'll see here, you've got this bend. But what I love about a hinge bangle like this is it bends, but it always comes back. Kind of does already. It bends. And it snaps. There you go. It actually does. What I love about this hinged bangle is you can actually bend this. Okay? It does not lose its shape. Ever. It does not lose its shape. And that is because it's 10 karat gold. So if this were in 24 karat gold, you'd bend this, it'd be bent, okay? You would be wearing it that way. With 10 karat gold, you bend it and it comes right back. Then once you get that on, it has an insert tab with a safety. Bam. There you go. Big bling. Yes, it is big bling. All right, let's take a peek at some of these reviews and then we'll get into the details. Sometimes I like to change up the order. So Janice G wrote, thank you, beautiful. Thank you, beautiful. My birthday gift to myself. Janice, I like your style. Get yourself a birthday gift. Get yourself something you love. 10 karat gold, diamond cut bangle, rockin' red carpet. Okay. Thank you, Shop LC family. I love that. Janice is like, yeah, this is my red carpet style bangle. Love that. Dorothy, lovely bracelet, great quality. It absolutely is. I mean, the quality speaks for itself. When I can literally take something and twist it on the live stream and it goes right back in place, you know you're getting quality. And look how easy it is to put on because of that hinge, because of that bend. And then I do the insert tab. Oops. And then I do the safety. Okay. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Look at the sparkle. I cannot get over that, y'all. The way the light reflects, that's the thing of diamond cutting, is diamond cutting creates almost the illusion of diamonds, right? I mean, hence the word diamond cutting. But actually what it is they're doing these very small etchings. And it just gives you kind of this, all these little intricate cuts that are then going to allow more surface areas to reflect light. So think about a disco ball. Like, why does a disco ball reflect so much light? If you had a ball and you put one little piece of a mirror on it, it's not really going to have much of an effect when it starts spinning, right? It'd be like one little thing, one little glisten around the room. But you add all of those little mirrored pieces, and suddenly you have like a sparkling, a splattering of light across the room. That's what diamond cutting does. So instead of one little surface area, you suddenly have all of these surface areas that are all going to reflect light. Okay? So it's so neat when we have diamond cutting because we up our game with the amount of sparkle, with the amount of reflection of light. It's a huge difference. Diamond cutting truly makes such a huge difference. I love this bracelet so much. Now, this is going to be our lower gram weight. This is 3.6 grams, but look at it. Now, I will say it's a lighter bangle on, but it doesn't look light, right? Like, at least you wouldn't say this looks like a light bracelet. It has a nice thickness to where it looks prominent, even though it's slightly more lightweight. It's about half an inch. No, not half an inch, sorry. It's a quarter of an inch in diameter.
I'd actually match it back to the previous auction just because it has that diamond cut sparkle.
You're right. Look, y'all. If you want sparkle in your gold, these two, which looking at this one now, the previous auction, Shop 8, that almost looks like 18 karat gold. That's got a really nice gold tone to it. It almost looks like 18 karat. Wow, I didn't even notice that earlier. Almost looks like 18 karat gold. Very impressive. Okay, so this one. Hinged bangle, diamond cutting all the way around. And again, we're noticing that we're getting less size options, but we're getting good size options. Okay, so with this one, oh, we've got some more reviews. Mary P wrote, stunning, beautiful, and reasonably priced. Yes, we're checking both boxes. Love this bracelet. Linda P, love it. Tinny Sheila, oh, I like that name. Love it. I love these reviews. I love seeing how excited y'all are for our jewelry. NFLS wrote, great bangle, extremely impressive item. I bought two.
I could see one.
You go. Yes, you could do one on each. You could do layer them up two. Maybe do like a silver bangle in between and have these like sandwiching the silver bangle. Ooh, the possibilities are endless, you guys, if you can do two. And you have a surprise in store for you. I don't know why. Because maybe you can do two. Because your start price is not $869 today. Your start price is actually down to $739.49. $739. Y'all, we're just taking you low, low, low. We are actually, after our coupon code, bringing you down to $554.61. Okay, $554.61. Your budget pay on that is $110.92. That is an incredible budget pay. I'm in shock. Now, this one we have a little bit more in quantity. We actually have 5 of these. So if any of you did want to come in and double up, you could get 2. So 554, we're going to round that up to 555. You could get 2 for $1,110. And that is 2 gold diamond cut bangles. Yeah, Isaac, you're right. You can bend all jewelry once. Yeah, that's about right. You might bend it once. You might never get it back the way it was. That's the unfortunate thing. With this, you can bend it, and it's going to bounce back like it never happened, okay? That's the beauty of a bangle.
In case they want to grab 2.
Yeah, that's a perfect idea. There's our personal shopper number. I'm sorry, I'm standing right in front of it. There's the personal shopper number. If y'all were interested in trying to grab up 2, I would do that quickly because we only have 5 remaining in inventory. And so if you're wanting to get 2, we really only have 2 opportunities for y'all to do that. Tony said that bracelet makes a good match with the spiral chain or any smooth chain with magical glam. I love that magical glam because you're so right, Tony. Gold does a lot of times have that magical essence, right? Like we think of like the Yellow Brick Road. There's so many like kind of gold fairy dust, Tinkerbell. I think it's like gold. There's definitely a magical presence to gold. All right, y'all. This one will be shop 10. Okay, shop 10 on our bangle. We're going to get back into some neck pieces. Now we will get into our torsion necklace. So the torsion is almost like this is going to sound crazy. It's almost like a twisted rope. But it has this additional twist to it. So where you have all of these links combined, it's like taking those links and then going, and twisting everything, okay? You've got a lobster claw closure. Now, this is a more petite lobster claw closure. And I want to point that out to y'all because I know many of you do struggle with your closures. So it's more petite. So if you were to get this, I would just suggest get a magnetic closure to add or get an extender or an enhancer that you could add that would be a larger lobster claw to make it a little bit easier on yourself. And we sell those we sell those all the time, so you have the opportunity to get those. This is going to be completely graduated. So we're going to start quite petite here at the end. I would say probably about, 2 millimeters to start. And then we get up to about 6 millimeters. So 2 to 6 millimeters on that. You are getting 20 inches lobster claw closure. Look at this. I love the graduation. The torsion necklace is the perfect necklace to have graduation on because of the twisting. It just kind of pulls and wraps around the neckline, right? It's perfect the way it twists. It's like wrapping around. It's like kind of.
I agree with Isaac on here. We need to hear that sound effect again.
That bracelet makes a good match with the spiral chain or any smooth. Oh, Isaac, I like the sound effects. I don't even remember making a sound effect. Did I?
The twist.
Oh. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time, you guys. Things just come out and I'm like, did I say that? I don't remember. We are getting back into low quantities on this one. So we have 4 remaining in the torsion. You are getting 4.12 grams of gold. 4.12 grams. It's going to be one heck of a price. We'll get to that in a minute, but let's take a peek at some reviews. Miss Constance wrote 5 stars. Very happy. I am in love with this piece. It's so beautiful. Looks so nice with just plain tops and dress up. Very happy. I like that. Constance is pointing out, hey, you can wear this with a plain t-shirt and jeans. You can also dress this up. Cynthia wrote, a pleasure to wear. Anne wrote, TLB Italian. I received this TLB Italian 10 karat yellow gold necklace this week. It is beautiful, just right for everyday wear. Okay, I love that everyone is mentioning this torsion chain for everyday wear. And I think that's why I'm kind of relating it back to a rope chain, is because with the torsion chain, it has that wearability factor. And so again, if you are someone who is looking for your first gold piece, I think this is a really great option for you because of the wearability, because of the fact that you can wear it over and over. everyday wear. It's going to allow you to see, okay, do I wear my gold? And then if you are wearing it all the time, every time you turn around, you have on your torsion chain, then you know, okay, that's my chain. I got it. That's my thing. But give yourself that little wiggle room to see, okay, do I wear this chain? Am I going to wear this chain? Now, looking at this price point, y'all are saying $1,000. What do y'all think I'm going to say? That is not your price, friends, okay? We are bringing you down to $850. That is your start price. This is a remaining clearance item for in stock. And then from there, we're actually taking you down to $637.50. Can y'all believe that? You can get your first gold chain for $637.50. Then you bring in budget pay, and you're at $127. $127.50. That is your price point. All right, you guys, that is an incredible deal. I'm going to write that in. I've been writing down all of our budget pays in case y'all have questions at the end. 4 of these remaining. Remember, let's go over those details one more time. 10 karat yellow gold. You are looking at a graduated torsion chain. It sits at 20 inches on the neckline. Now, there is no adjustability on this one. And remember, it had a more petite lobster claw. So if you have a hard time with lobster claws, I would suggest grab one of our magnetic closures, and that will help you instantly. 4.12 grams of gold. Again, this is perfect for the first-time gold buyer. And that one will be shop 10. Shop 10. So, y'all, we only have about 5 items left in our show. And hopefully we'll get to all of them. I think we will, potentially. I'll speed things up a little bit. Y'all know me. I'd like to share every detail with you. I don't want you to miss anything. Miss Pat Perkins, great price for that beautiful chain, right? That's a steal right there, you guys. Between that and that sparkling rope. The sparkling rope, though, I feel like that sparkling rope might be the best deal, though. Okay. This is one of my favorite pieces. So I actually own the ring version of this. This is...
I actually thought about buying the ring version of this as well.
The ring is so... Oh my goodness. I don't know if we still have it. Actually,
I regret not buying it though.
Yeah, because it's so nice. This is gold mesh. Okay. And gold mesh is so nice. It's 10 karat gold. So your gold mesh has a little bit of you can see a little bit of pull. But it's not going to be easily damaged because it's 10 karat gold, okay? So you've got a little bit of a pull there. But it's not going to get damaged. So this is going to be your Greek key omega. So the omega is a chain that sits flat on the neckline. Now with the mesh, it's going to be a little bit different because look at how this just kind of takes on the shape. So this is going to take on the shape of your neckline. Wow. So I already love an omega because I love how an omega kind of sits on the collarbone and then drops from there. But with the mesh omega, you're getting even more of that shapeliness, right? So you put it on and it just kind of takes on this structure of the neckline, which is so incredibly beautiful. But what you don't really notice from the screen is that the Greek key design goes all the way around your necklace. So the Greek key, I didn't know this. I actually ended up buying my friend for her 40th. I bought her the same Greek key ring I had. The Greek key design, it actually means like bond, unity, friendship. It's like a continuous bond. It's like linking in with someone. It can symbolize that. And so it's very, very special. Amazing reviews. Wow. Mary M wrote, hugs the neck so very beautifully. I feel like Mary was saying the words I was trying to say, right? I'm like, the way it sits, Mary said that perfectly. Linda P said, love my gold necklace, 5-star review. I mean, y'all are loving this. And what's not to love? And something I want to point out as well is one side, and this is something Hunter reminded me, is one side has the Greek key pattern. But if you just one day don't want the Greek key pattern, you just want the look of an omega, flip it around. I think you have to actually take it off to do that, but flip it around and then you just have a classic gold, high polished gold on the other side, but it's mesh. So when you're getting into mesh jewelry, obviously you want to be a little more careful with it. Yes, it's 10 karat gold, so it's going to come back to its shape, but be a little more cautious with your mesh because it can get damaged. And I'm very cautious when I wear my mesh ring because it can. And so I don't want you thinking, oh, it's 10 karat gold, so it's fine. Mesh jewelry obviously is still going to be a little bit more delicate. And so I say that just because I want you to enjoy your jewelry. And if it becomes damaged, it makes me sad because you're not enjoying it, right? It is going to be a 6 millimeter on that Omega. So that is why it's so substantial, right? You see that on the neckline. You see that. Isaac, 40th, you get Metamucil. I know. I feel like I haven't gotten, a few of my friends have turned 40 and I haven't gotten them any like over the hill things or anything, which I feel like, used to be the thing to do, but it's just such a milestone birthday, right? So 18 inches on the neckline, which is honestly to me where you want an Omega to sit because you want it to hit the collarbone and drop. So to me, an Omega, if it went lower, it would kind of change the look of an Omega, right? The Omega, you almost want to have like that Cleopatra look, right? That ancient Greek goddess look. That's what you want with an Omega.
That looks good.
It's good, isn't it?
The earrings, yeah.
And these are coming up.
The headband, it all looks good.
We're Cleopatra over here with our gold. Y'all start price $979.99. Elias has already done the math for us. We're bringing it down. Thank you, Elias, by the way. It does look nice. We're bringing it down to $735. And then your budget pay is $147. Under $150. Woo! I love this style so much, you guys. Man, I wish we still had the ring. This is going to be 4 grams of gold. So remember, you'll have a little bit less gram weight because you do have the mesh. So it's going to be a little bit lighter. But what I love is that you can get this at such a great price point. But because of the millimeter, it still looks so big, so expensive, so rich. Okay? So that will be shop 11 for our Greek Key Omega. And I'll show you as I take this off the back side. So I don't want y'all to miss out on that.
You actually got the earrings.
Okay, here's the back. Oops. Did y'all see that? How pretty is that? So if you wanted to wear it just as a traditional Omega, just flip it over. And then you don't see the Greek key design. You just have the high polished look. So you actually get 2 in 1. It's kind of like a little BOGO opportunity. And here are the earrings, you guys. I put these on as soon as Elias brought these out here because I love them so much. They're so sweet, so feminine, so dainty. These are Italian antique stencil earrings. And they truly look like they have been an antique passed down within an Italian family from generation to generation. Like truly that's what these look like. So you have the oval. I'm going to take one of these off to measure for y'all.
Kind of reminds me of something in the Caesar era.
Yeah, like they really do look antique, don't they? Mm-hmm. They look like...
Okay.
Absolutely. They look like something that you went into like a little vintage store in Italy and found. And it was like, oh, these were someone's grandmother's, you know? These right through the middle are about 1/2 inch, a little over, about point. I'm so bad at looking at.
Here you go. We're selling
1/2 inch.
70 inches.
0.7 inches. Thank you. Okay, 0.7 inches from top to bottom. So it's not a traditional stud where it's just on the earlobe. We had one like this yesterday. It actually dangles off. So if you're someone who's like, oh, Lauren, I don't really do studs, this does not have the appearance of a stud because it actually dangles off the ear and it just has such a presence. But then you get into actually the stenciling portion of it, okay? So looking at that, you have these beautiful flowers. They almost kind of look like hibiscus flowers, but you have these really intricate stenciled in designs. So again, going back to the artisan craftsmanship that we know and love with Italian gold, that is what brings you that stenciled design, is the Italian craftsmanship. And these are just such special earrings. Like, I mean, me and Elias are both like, yeah, like we would love these. We would wear these. These look like earrings that truly are one of a kind, You find them in a little store, and it's like you could only imagine if these earrings could tell stories, right? The generations they've gone through, because they have that presence, that antique presence. Now, of course, being an earring, we're looking at a slightly lower gram weight. We're at 2.6 grams, so 1.3 grams per ear. We're looking at earrings. You don't necessarily want mega gram weights because you don't want something that's going to pull on the earlobe, make you uncomfortable. And so you want something with a little less gram weight actually on an earring. Start price on these y'all are seeing is the $629.99. Not your start price. We're actually starting you off at $535.50. We then apply the coupon code, bringing you to $401 with an $80 budget pay, you guys. That is our first and only under $100 budget pay. $80 on budget pay. Ladies, friends, we have 5 pairs left. Everything is limited. 5 pairs left. Y'all, if you love just like dainty jewelry, if you love antique style jewelry, you will love these earrings. I'm telling you. All right, you guys, gonna slip that one off. We've got a couple more items to get to here for you. Ooh, this is a beautiful Valentino chain. All right, you guys, so we're getting into a more dainty gram weight here. So this is a really great mirrored chain. So the mirrored Valentino. So y'all see those little sparkles that are coming off of that chain? That's from the mirrored portion. Now, something very special, and I'm just going to reveal it to you as I do it. Did y'all see how quickly I put that on? You have a magnetic clasp. Whoa, pause, stop everything. You have an included magnetic clasp on a gold chain. We don't do that. We don't even hear of that happening. And here you are with a magnetic closure. Bam, bing, bing, bong. That easy. Okay. Now, the Valentino chain, very intricate. It's got a beautiful look to it. It's basically little, the way I see the Valentino is like little infinities linked together. So every link is a little infinity symbol, and then those are combined one by one. Now, this is a more dainty Valentino, but because of the mirrored portion, I would say you can either wear this on its own, or if you have a pendant, it's got to have a nice bail. Never mind, you couldn't do a pendant. Magnetic closure. This is going to be a wear alone, standalone chain. And I think it's going to be fine as a standalone. Y'all, we have a 5-star rating across the board. Everyone is raving about this chain. 1.62 grams, 20 inches on the neckline. Now remember, with the magnetic closure, there won't be adjustability. So if you like something higher up, consider this as a layering piece to go underneath that 18-inch chain that you have. Now, 10 karat yellow gold, of course, it's Valentino chain. It's Italian, okay? We are looking at some, actually, let's look at these reviews real quick. Thank you, Elias. Elizabeth C. wrote, 5 stars. I love this chain. It's beautiful. It sparkles again. I love this chain. It sparkles like crazy. I mean, I'm just going to keep moving that so y'all see the sparkle. Dorothy, very nice purchase. Love the quality and good value. Valerie C. wrote, I absolutely love this necklace. It shimmers and shines like moving stars. That's sweet. That's a sweet way to describe that. The designer should be awarded for this unique design. I just hope that I never lose such a pretty necklace. If anyone would like to have this infinity-shaped necklace, I would highly recommend it. If not, I do not mind if I am one in a few to wear this piece. That's a good way to look at it. She's like, hey, if anyone wants this, you need to get it. If you don't, that's okay. I'll be one of a few to own that exclusive jewelry. And it really is. I mean, look at that. One thing pretty much everyone mentioned in the comments was the sparkle factor. And you see that instantly. So price reduction on this one, we were starting at $389. Now, $389, yes, I know we're getting into lower gram weight, but you have to remember details. It's Italian, so there's a premium. It has the mirrored essence. That's a premium. And it has a magnetic closure. So the fact that we're even starting at $389 to me is like, whoa, you're getting a lot of bonuses for that price point. But then we're dropping it down and we're bringing it to $331.50. And then we're applying the coupon code and you're actually getting this gold chain for under $300. $248 is your final price with the official lowest budget pay of the show, $49.72. $49.72. Wow. I was just bragging about the earring budget pay being $80. Now we're at $49.72. That is such a good deal, you guys. I can't believe that. I love that one. Isaac, if she loses it, I'll find it. Yes, we know, Isaac. You'll be out there with your metal detector tracking it down. I have a feeling, I forget her name. Was it Kathy? She'd be pretty devastated. She seemed very in love with her chain. Which, speaking of something with a lot of sparkle factor, we now have our mirror necklace. So this is going to have graduation, but every single link is going to be mirrored. Now, I remember this costume jewelry brand coming out. They still make jewelry. They've kind of shifted gears. They came out, I think, my last year of college, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to have a necklace from this brand. And basically, this is what they did, is they did mirrored jewelry, but they did it in brass. And so these necklaces are like $100 at the department stores. And I asked for one for Christmas, got it. It tarnished within a year.
Ooh.
At the price point, yeah. And they still make a lot of jewelry, you guys. The price point of this, like, you could have bought 5 of those, but they're going to tarnish every single year. The price point we're going to do on this, you can have that same look in genuine gold. And you can wear this not just for a year, 5 years. 5 years, it basically, if you're comparing it to the costume jewelry brand, you would have gotten your money's worth. But you'll be wearing this for 10 years, 15 years. And I wish I had thought like that in my younger days rather than just buying, replacing, rebuying costume jewelry that tarnished and turned. So Linda K wrote, beautiful gold necklace. Look at the mirrored effect. So the mirrored look, it has a very fashion forward presence. You see a lot of fashion jewelry with the mirrored look. Please don't fall for the brass, the costume jewelry, mirrored jewelry, because it's gonna tarnish, you guys. Invest in a piece like this now. We're bringing you to $344. So if you were thinking it was going to take you 5 years to get your money's worth, it's actually only going to take you 3 years to get your money's worth of what you would be spending on costume jewelry.
That's a great deal.
It's such a good deal.
I'm sitting here like shopping right now while you're doing
Well,
this.
because this is something you would see in like a cute boutique or the high-end department stores with like little brand names on it.
20 inches?
20 inches.
20 inches, right?
This is one of my favorites. And I think at this price point, y'all, $344 is your final price. $344. It's 10 karat gold. It's just so pretty and it's so wearable. Like you could wear this every day, dress it up, dress it down. You could literally wear this with a t-shirt and jeans and you'll love it. Your budget pay $68.84. 10 karat yellow gold. This is I was about to call it the Ponte Vecchio. That's actually not the name of this. That actually is the bridge, though, in Florence where they sell gold. And that's the name of our last item. All right, lobster claw closure. This might be the buy of the show, especially if you've ever fallen prey and you've purchased some of that costume jewelry that is reminiscent of this. You gotta get this, man. I want it now, too. All right, guys, 5-star rating on that. Like we said, it's a $68 budget pay. That will be shop 14. Isaac, call me out. If you bought gold instead of coffee, you would be rich. I have not been purchasing coffee, Isaac, okay? I've been so good making my coffee at home. Now, here's our final piece. I'm just going to give you all a quick peek at it. So this is really unique. So this is the Ponte Vecchio bracelet, which is the bridge in Florence. And I love this because you get a lot of different links combined, which is very reminiscent of that bridge, right? So I was telling you, you have all these gold stores, and so you have all these different designs, and basically they've put them all into one on this bracelet. Now you have a larger lobster claw closure on the back, which is perfect on bracelets, right? You want a larger lobster claw closure because bracelets are so hard to finagle on, right? Okay, you guys, 3.1 grams. Price point on this, we are coming down to $562. $562 with a budget pay of $112. All right, you guys, that wraps up our gold show. We've had 2 powerhouse gold shows between yesterday and today. So I encourage you, if you loved this gold but you want to see more, the coupon code is still active on my gold show from yesterday at 2 p.m. So go watch that gold show if you're looking for additional gold. See if there's something that you love, or if there's something that you love today, make sure you purchase. Remember, you guys, that mirrored, this one, we only had 5 remaining. Everything, the highest quantity was 7, but the entire first half of the show, the quantity in every item was 2. Okay, so these are going to sell out. If you're trying to do holiday shopping, if you're treating yourself, don't wait, don't hesitate. And also, don't wait to enter our sweepstakes. You don't want to miss that. Take a chance to win. Today is a MacBook Air in sky blue. I'm going to go check out that color after the show because I've never seen it before. Hello, Danielle. Thank you for the sweet comments. Yes, that would be so fun. Absolutely. We'd be a good team. Isaac, you're goofy. You'll see me sooner than in a few weeks. Bye, friends. Take care. Have a blessed day.